Reader. This little book is designed to tell you everything that you need to know about the science of getting ahead. Now let us assume you're young, healthy, clear-eyed and eager, anxious to rise quickly and easily to the top of the business world. You can.
I can.
If you have education and intelligence and ability, so much the better. But remember, thousands have reached the top without any of these qualities. Just have courage and memorize the simple rules in the chapters that follow. If you truly wish to be among the lucky golden few, you can.
I can. How to apply for a job. How to advance from the mailroom. How to sit down at a desk. How to dictate memorandums. How to develop executive style. How to commute in a 3-button suit with that weary executive smile. This book is all that I need. How to succeed. How to observe personnel. How to select whom to lunch with. How to avoid petty friends. How to begin making contacts.
How to choose the right company. Before applying for a job, make sure you've chosen the right company. It's essential that the company be a big one. It should be at least big enough so that nobody knows exactly what anybody else is doing.
Say, Joe, got a complaint from our dealers in Cleveland about that last shipment of wickets. They only got half their wickets. They ordered 300,000.
I know, Mr. Gatch, but they wanted 2-tone wickets and we ran out.
Ran out? What is this, a hot dog stand?
Look, this is the Worldwide Wicket Company. We're supposed to be the largest single producers of wickets in the world.
Now take it easy, Mr. Gatch. We had trouble at our eastern plant this morning. A breakdown.
Well, get on the ball. I want to keep Cleveland wicket-minded.
Yes, sir. Oh, Mr. Matthews, any news about that breakdown?
I'm feeling fine, thanks.
Say, Tackberry, did you get my memo?
What memo?
My memo about the memos. We've been sending out too many memos, and it's got to stop.
All right, I'll send out more memos.
The right company. This book is all that I need. How to succeed.
Never mind, never mind. Back to work, everyone. You heard me. I said back to work.
I'm sorry, sir, but I'd like to apply for a job.
A job? Do you know who I am?
No, sir.
I'm J.B. Bigley, president of this company. That's who I am. In fact, that's who the hell I am. How dare you come to me for a job?
I'm sorry, sir. I just...
Why do you think I have a personnel man? Why do you think I have a whole damned personnel department? Son, you bumped into the wrong man. Damn, coal burning, dithering, ding, ding, ding.
I'm sorry. I know how hard it is to find a job. I've been through that kind of thing myself.
Thank you, miss. You're very kind. Could you point me in the direction of the personnel office?
Personnel? It's right there.
Thank you.
You're not discouraged?
Oh, no, I'm prepared exactly for this sort of thing.
Say, my friend Smitty works in personnel. Maybe she can help you. You wait right here.
Oh, no, miss, that's fine. You really don't have to.
Where do you think you're going?
To see the personnel manager, sir.
I'm the personnel manager, and we're not hiring anyone today.
But I was just speaking to Mr. Bigley and...
Bigley?
Yes, sir.
J.B. Bigley.
Yes, sir. He told me to see you.
J.P. Bigley himself. You were speaking to him?
Yes, sir. I just, bumped into him.
Is he a friend of yours?
Well, sir, I don't think a man should trade on friendships to get a job.
Well, very well put, young man. Well, if you'll step into my office, I'll get your particulars. My name is Brat. And you are?
Finch, sir. Pierpont Finch.
Say, that'll be J. Pierpont Finch.
As a matter of fact, sir, it is.
We'll step into my office.
Good God, Rosemary, you could have at least let me finish my Metrical.
Please, Smitty, this is important. Where is he?
How would I know?
He must have gone into Brat's office. You're his secretary. You go in there. He'll listen to you.
Well, what is this frantic, urgency?
Please, Smitty, we've got to help this boy.
But why? Fill me in, girl. Wherefore is this creep different from all the others?
He's not a creep. He's a sort of noble courage. Yet, deep down, I feel like he's kind of helpless.
Rosemary, your mother instinct is a big drag.
Well, Finch, now that that's all settled, it's nice to have you aboard.
Happy to be shipping out with you, sir.
Let me get that for you.
Who is that?
That's my helpless friend. Isn't he adorable?
Adorable, maybe. Helpless, no.
Shut up, Smitty. I just hope he hasn't got a girl.
My secretary will take care of all your forms and particulars. Smitty, this is our new Mr. Finch.
Hi there.
How do you
My
do?
name is Pilkington. Rosemary Pilkington.
Hello.
Hi.
Mr. Finch will be starting in the mailroom. Glad you don't mind that, Finch.
Well, sir, in a big pond like this, everyone must begin as a little fish.
Even a barracuda.
Now, Smitty, will you?
Hey, Bud, you guys in the mail on this Wicked catalog yet?
I don't know. I'm going to lunch
At 11 o'clock? Why?
because I'm the boss's nephew.
Oh, Bud. This is Bud Frump, Mr. Bigley's nephew. Bud, this is Finch. He'll be starting in the mailroom with you.
Hello, Finch. I'm Bud Frump. Mr. Bigley's nephew?
How do you do?
Smitty, get Mr. Finch's particulars.
Yes, sir.
Finch, it's great to have you on our team.
Happy to be playing with you, sir.
Finch, are you ambitious?
Not necessarily.
Good. Just keep that in mind. As long as you remember who you are and you remember who I am, we'll get along fine. If not,
You'll go crying to your uncle.
I beg your pardon, I do not go crying to my uncle. It just so happens that my mother is Miss Bigley's sister. And if I feel anything is wrong, I phone my mother, she phones Miss Bigley, and Miss Bigley phones Mr. Bigley. That's the democratic way.
Mr. Finch, a guy like you doesn't have to worry about someone like Bud Frump.
Thank you, miss.
Smitty, you're going to get Mr. Finch's particulars?
Ah, yes, particulars. Now, Mr. Finch, first question.
Have you got a girl?
Oh, no.
Good. Right answer. It's very wise of you not to have a girl.
I'm very glad you understand, Miss Pilkington. Some women wouldn't. You see, I feel as though when a man wants to rise in the world of business, a girl, or let's say an emotional involvement, can only lead to getting involved, well, emotionally.
That's very intelligent, Mr. Finch.
Yes. Rosemary, are you through with Mr. Finch?
For the moment.
Fine. Now, if you'll just step into my office, we'll get our business done.
Good luck, Mr. Finch.
Thank you, Miss,
Pilkington. Rosemary Pilkington.
happy to be aboard.
Well, Rosemary, you see?
I think he's fascinating.
I've seen some ambitious characters around here, but this boy's the eagerest beaver of them all.
New Rochelle.
Huh?
Or maybe White Plains. No. New Rochelle.
What are you talking about?
New Rochelle.
What about it?
That's the place where the mansion will be. For me and the darling, bright young man I've picked out for marrying me. He'll do well, I can tell. So it isn't a moment too soon to plan my life in New Rochelle, the wife of a darling tycoon.
Honey, you'll be in New Rochelle. Your darling tycoon will be here at the office.
Smitty,
The future Mrs. Finch is in for some lonely nights.
I'm prepared for exactly that sort of thing. I'll be so happy to keep his dinner warm while he goes onward and upward. Happy to keep his dinner waiting to say good evening, dear. I'm pregnant. What's new with you from downtown? Oh, to be loved by a man I respect, to bask in the glow of his perfectly understandable neglect. Oh, to belong in the aura of his frown, darling, busy frown. Such heaven wearing the wifely uniform while he goes onward and upward, happy to keep his dinner warm till he comes wearily home from downtown.
Oh, it's about time.
Move! There's no coffee! No!
No coffee! No coffee!
No coffee.
No coffee!
If I can't take my coffee break, my coffee break, my coffee break. If I can't take my coffee break, something within me dies.
Lies down and something within me dies.
If I can't make 3 daily trips, where shining shrine finitely drips and taste cardboard between my lips, something within me dies.
Lies down and something within me dies.
No coffee?
No coffee! No coffee!
No coffee?
No coffee? No coffee?
That office light doesn't have to be fluorescent. I'll get no pains in the head. That office chair doesn't have to be foam rubber. So if I spread, but only one chemical substance gets out the lid.
Like she said, if I can't take my coffee break, my coffee break, my coffee break, if I can't take my coffee break, gone is the sense of enterprise. Oh, gone and something within me dies. No coffee, 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 no coffee. Ah! If I can't take my coffee break,
Somehow the soul no longer dries.
somewhere I don't metabolize something within me. Coffee or otherwise, coffee or otherwise, coffee or otherwise, something inside of me dies. What's that?
A coffee pot.
Coffee?
You have alertly seized your opportunities and are now on the first rung of the ladder. You are working in the mailroom. One word of caution about the mailroom. It is a place out of which you must get. Your rivals will not have the advantage of this knowledge, but you are forearmed. Do not get stuck in the mailroom. Plan to rise.
Finch, what are you doing? What's that?
It's the executive mail, bud.
I'll take that. Trying to get good on the inside, huh? And I can't even take a coffee break around here.
Look, Bud, I'm merely trying to do my job.
The executive mail is my job, Finch. And if you have any ideas of claiming a ladder around here, the view is going to get awfully monotonous. Every time you look up, you will see the seat of my pants.
That was just rotten, rotten, rotten. You know Bud Frump's just jealous of you. He's trying to keep the big executives from noticing you.
Thank you for defending me, Miss Pilkington.
Please, call me Rosemary.
Okay, Rosemary.
Now, Mr. Finch.
Please, call me Ponty.
Okay, Pawnee. The big executives will notice you. Just be patient.
Patient. Do you realize I've already been working here 1 whole week?
I know, Ponty. I haven't forgotten. Well, happy anniversary.
Thanks, Rosemary. At least you noticed me.
Pawnee, if I were an executive, I'd... Uh-oh. Here comes Judith Anderson.
Who?
Miss Jones? Mr. Bigley's secretary? I'd better look busy. And you too.
Excuse me, miss. You should be wearing this. It goes with your hair.
Young man, you just want me to have this flower? You don't know who I am?
That doesn't matter. What matters is the flower seemed to cry out to be born by you.
Young man, I'm Miss Jones, Mr. Bigley's secretary.
No, you can't be. I'm sorry, you just can't be.
Why not?
Well, from Bud Frump's description of you, I'd never have thought. I mean, you're not a frightening person.
Thank you.
And if it's not out of place for me to say so, Miss Jones, I think you're a rather attractive person, no matter what Bud Frump says.
And, what did you say your name was again?
Finch, ma'am. Pierpont Finch. F-I-N-C-H.
And how come I haven't seen you before?
Well, I'm not supposed to be delivering the executive mail. That's his job. Bud Frump. F-R-U-M-P.
Very well. Thank you for the flower, young man.
Jonesy, I got an appointment with the boss at around 3.
I'll check on it, Melt, and let you know.
Flowers? You got a new boyfriend, Jonesy?
This was given to me by a very nice young man. You should know him. Finch?
Yes?
Finch, this is Mr. Gatch.
How do you do, Mr. Gatch?
Hello.
Mr. Gatch would be a very good man for you to know. His department is very important.
Oh, I know all about Mr. Gatch. He's in charge of plans and systems, interdepartmental evaluation, and pre-promotional promotion on a multi-level level.
Say Jonesy, there's a smart one. I didn't know I did all that.
It's a fine man, Mr. Gatch. He has an opening in his department.
Oh, that he does, but unfortunately he hasn't been able to make up his mind yet. Well, thank you for the flower, young man.
Of course, Jonesy.
Hi, Jonesy.
Miss Jones!
Say, Rosemary.
Finch, quit goofing off. You have to pick up the second delivery.
Righto, old buddy boy. Well, I guess I gotta get back to work, Rosemary. Thanks for the flower.
Thanks for the flower. You gave my flower to Miss Jones.
Rosemary, surely you don't begrudge an old woman a moment of happiness, do you?
Well, I guess it is important that you're nice to Miss Jones.
I'm glad you understand. I'll see you later, Rosemary.
Well, Rosemary, how are you doing?
Oh, Smitty, I don't know. He's... What's the opposite of a masher?
A businessman.
Hello? Give me an outside line. What? No, this call is not personal. I'm calling my mother. Thanks. One day, when I'm running the show around here, I'll clear out the whole... Oh, hi, Mommy! It's Bud. No, I know I left without my sweater today, but it's warm. Now, look, Mother, I just learned something important, okay? There's going to be a new head of the mailroom, and I want the job, all right? You have to call Aunt Gertrude and... What? No, I know I'm next in line, but there's this new fella around here, and he's got me worried. No, he comes in on time, he's never late, he doesn't goof off, he's polite. You know, he's a real rat. I love you too.
Mr. Bigley?
Yes, what do you want, Miss Jones?
Mr. Bigley, you have a call.
I don't wish to be bothered by anyone.
But, Mr. Bigley?
No one.
Mr. Bigley, it is your wife.
Well, tell her I'm busy. Tell her I'm in a meeting. Tell her I'm dead.
Mr. Bigley, your wife told me to tell you that she knows you are here and to put you on.
Damn it, put her on. Hello, Gertrude. Glad you called.
I'm sure you are, Jeffrey. Thrilled beyond words.
What's on your mind? I'm busy.
Busy? You don't know busy, Jeffrey. I spend my whole day looking for a catering hall for the 21st annual Ladies of the Fine Arts dinner. Now, about our precious Bud.
Oh, God.
I believe my darling godson's talents are being overlooked in regard to a certain job opportunity.
Well, Gertrude, I can't help Bud there. The head of the mailroom should pick its own successor.
And you should help him select Bud.
I can't switch signals in the middle of a play. It would upset the whole team.
Would you rather have the home team upset? After all, we know how talented Bud is. He takes after my side of the family. And what am I supposed to say to my sister Cindy after all she's done is tirelessly take care of Bud?
Gertrude, if I interfered, that would be nepotism.
Nepotism?
Yes, nepotism. Especially when that nephew of yours is such a
Need
damn
I
fool.
remind you that Daddy, God rest his soul, gave you your job at one point?
Well, I'll see what I can do.
Good. I'm off to Saks Fifth Avenue. I saw the most darling little dress by Valentino.
Damn it. Miss Jones!
Yes, Mr. Bigley?
Miss Jones, I've told you that talking to my wife upsets me.
Well, Jibby, you said to put her on and
Never
so
mind. I need something to calm my nerves. Where's my... you know.
It's in the bottom right of your backhand drawer.
Thanks. Ah.
Well, boys, let's get going.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir, Mr. Twimble. I've already started sorting.
Finch, as head of this entire mailroom, I'd like to tell you that I'm very pleased with your work.
Thank you very much, sir.
You really have an inborn gift for mailroomery.
Thank you very much. Coming from you, Mr. Twimble, that's a great honor. Hello, mailroomery? No, mailroom. Just a moment. It's for you, Twimble. Mr. Bratt in personnel.
This might be a very important call for some of us. Hello?
What's the big idea?
What's the big idea of what, Bud?
You know, you're trying to butter up Twimble. Well, believe me, it's not going to work.
Good God, Bud. Just because I'm trying to be nice to an older man, does that mean I have to have some sort of
anyone
angle?
is going to get his job around here, you know it's
I got
me.
you. Thanks, Mr. Bratt. Well, boys, it looks as if they're going to promote old Twimble to head of the shipping department.
Congratulations. Who's going to be the new head of the mailroom?
Well, I won't say until it's official. But Mr. Bratt's going to leave the choice up to me. Twimble, he said, the mailroom is the nerve center of this mighty organization. You've been an outstanding mailroom head, and we want you to choose your successor. And we want you to choose him on merit. On merit alone.
That's not fair. I'm going out for a smoke.
Smoke. He's going to call his mother. That's not going to help him if I have anything to say about it.
Mr. Twimble, you've been here a very long time, haven't you?
A long, long time. Just last month, I became a quarter of a century man.
Gee, that is beautiful. Quarter of a century.
Quarter of a century.
How long have you been in the mailroom?
25 years. It's not easy to get a medal like this. It takes a combination of skill, diplomacy, and bold caution. When I joined this firm as a brash young man, well, I said to myself, now, brash young man, don't get any ideas. Well, I stuck to that, and I haven't had one in years.
So, you play it safe?
I play it the company way. Executive policy is by me, okay?
But what is your point of view?
I have no point of view.
Supposing the company thinks...
I think so too.
Well, what would you say?
I wouldn't say.
Your face is a company face.
It smiles at executives, then goes back in place.
The company furniture.
Oh, it suits me fine.
The company letterhead is...
a Valentine.
Is there anything you're against?
Unemployment.
When they want brilliant thinking from employees.
That is no concern of mine.
Suppose a man of genius makes suggestions.
Watch that genius get suggested to resign.
So you play it the company way.
Executive policy is by me, okay?
You'll never rise up to the top.
But one thing's clear, whoever the company fires, I will still be here.
Well, you've certainly found a home.
It's cozy.
Your brain is a company brain.
The company washed it and now I can't complain.
The company magazine.
Boy, what style, what punch.
The company restaurant.
Every day, same lunch. Their haddock sandwich is delicious.
I must try it.
Early in the week.
Do you have any hobbies?
I've a hobby. I play gin with Mr. Brat.
And do you play it nicely?
Play it nicely. Still, he blitzes me in every game like that.
Why?
'Cause I play it the company way. Executive policy is by me, okay?
You'll never get anywhere.
Junior, have no fear. Whoever the company fires, I will still be here.
You will still be
Year after year after fiscal.
Never take a risk all year.
Let's get back to work. They may be promoting me, but until then, the mail must go through. Oh, hi, Bud. How's your mother?
Mother.
What mother?
Hello, men. Well, Twimble, as of today, you are now head of shipping.
Thanks, Mr. Brat.
Now, let's talk about your successor.
Say, Rat, have you heard any calls from my uncle today?
No, Bud. Anyways, your shoes are going to be hard to fill, but who have you chosen to fill them?
Well, I've given it a good deal of thought, pro and con, and I think your man is young Finch.
Congratulations, Finch.
I'm going up for a smoke!
I'm sorry, but I can't accept.
Are you turning down the job?
Yes, sir. Well, I think there's a man who's much better qualified, someone who's been here much longer than I have. Gentlemen, I recommend Bud From.
You're kidding!
Bud from?
This is something. It's a surprise-wise choice. As long as you feel that
I'm
way.
gonna go call my mother and tell her!
I don't understand.
Well, Mr. Twimble, the great thing that you've taught me is, well, no individual...
Hello? Mailroom. JB. This is Brad.
It's the big boss.
I understand your problem, JB. Actually, I'd pick someone else for the job, but don't worry. He turned down the job in favor of Bud. He thinks Bud is better qualified. Doesn't appear to be out of his mind. He was explaining that when you called. Go ahead, Finch.
Well, Mr. Twimble, the great thing you've taught me is that no individual is as
He says no
important as the
individual
whole
is
company.
as important as the whole
The whole
company.
team is
The whole
greater than
team
any
is greater
single
than any single player.
The whole crew,
The whole
is,
crew
greater
is
than
greater
any
than
one
any
horseman.
one horseman.
The whole
The whole
salad is
salad
bigger
is-
than any
oh, you
one
can hear him?
piece of lettuce. The whole omelet is bigger than any one egg.
Isn't that beautiful, JB? Sort of chokes you up, doesn't it? His name? It's Finch.
F-I-N-C-H.
F-I-N-C-H. Well, I'm gonna keep my eye on him, JB. You're welcome. Finch, you really got me off the spot with Mr. Bigley.
I'm happy to help, sir.
I appreciate it. Well, Twimble, good luck.
Thanks, Mr. Brat.
Say, Mr. Twimble, don't I have to take this up to Mr. Gatch?
Gatch?
Gatch. Gatch.
Say, Gatch is looking for a junior executive in his department.
He is?
I'm gonna recommend you, Finch.
Me? A junior executive?
Your generosity, your thoughtfulness may prove to be a very important thing for you.
Well, by George, ethical behavior always pays.
Finch, you did a very wise thing.
That doesn't matter to me, sir. I did what was right.
My mother was very happy.
Boys and girls, meet your new head of the mailroom, Bud Frump. Come along, Finch. I want to talk to you.
Wow, he sure amazed me. I'm still wondering why he did this for me.
So am I. I still think my original choice of a man was best.
No, wait a minute, Twimble. Ponzi okayed it.
It's just
No,
that-
we'll have no reneging. I was promised a job.
Wait a minute, Bud. It's just that I've been ahead of this mailroom for a long time, 25 years, and I just want to make sure things are done the right way.
Oh, well, I know what you mean, Mr. Twimble. And from now on, I'll play it the company way. Wherever the company puts me, there I'll stay.
Whatever the company tells him that he'll do.
Whatever my uncle may think, I think so too.
He's beaming with company pride.
I've conquered that overambitious rat inside.
Old Bud is no longer the frump he used to be.
I pledge you my company's sweet conformity. I will someday earn my medal, 25-year employee. I'll see to it that the medal is the only thing they'll ever pin on me.
The frump way is the company way. Executive policy is by him okay.
I'll never be president, but there's one thing clear. So long as my uncle can stand me, I will still be here.
We know the company
I'm so proud.
and if they choose to,
I'm
they
happy.
will never jump from the company man. Frump will play in the company, Frump will play in the company, Frump will play in the company way. Frump.
Come on, everyone. This is a celebration. I want you all to have lunch on me.
Boys and girls, I have another announcement to make. Mr. Gatch will be taking young Finch here into his department as a junior executive.
Wait, what? No, the lunch is done. In fact, it's canceled. Whoa! Wait a minute! No!
Rosemary, the most wonderful thing has happened. I've just been made a junior executive.
Bonnie, that's wonderful. I told you to have patience.
Thanks, Rosemary. You were right.
You know, I think you should have someone around all the time to help you think things out.
Hey, you know, maybe I should.
Bonnie, I'm always available.
Thank you, Rosemary. You're very kind. I wish there was a way I could thank you. Show my appreciation and...
Lunch?
Huh?
I said lunch.
What about lunch?
Gee, I'd love to.
Love to what?
You said, what about lunch? Gee, I thought you'd never ask. Let's see, where will we go? Oh, I know this cute little place called a Gypsy Tea Kettle. Close by, they're reasonable. I'll get my coat. You wait right here.
I didn't mean what about lunch. I meant what about lunch.
Say, Finch, how's the young junior executive feeling?
Oh, fine, Mr. Gatch, fine.
Come on, I'll buy lunch. The executive club. On the roof.
Me? Lunch in the executive club?
Yeah, now that you're young junior exec, I can put you on my expense account.
It's a great honor, Mr. Gatch. I'll go get my coat.
I'll meet you at the elevator. Ah, Rosemary, dear. Seeing you always brightens up my days.
Please, Mr. Gatch.
I've got to stop reading Playboy.
Rosemary, Mr. Gatch just invited me to lunch in the executive club.
Lunch?
How do I look?
You look fine, Pawnee. Just fine.
Thanks, Rosemary. I'll see you later.
If you've followed the simple instructions exactly as outlined, you should by now be a junior executive. Congratulations! Nothing can stop you now.
Happy to keep his dinner warm till he comes wearily home from downtown.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear. But damn it, Gertrude, I haven't got time for this nonsense about Bud. I know blood is thicker than water, but Bud Frump is thicker than anything. I'll promote him when I'm ready. Now listen to me, Gertrude. The next time Bud complains to his mother and she calls you and you call me, you're all fired! Yes, Miss Jones?
Mr. Bigley, there's a lady on the phone who'd like to speak with you. She says it's personal.
What's she want? What's her name?
Oh, she says,
Y'all know.
Oh. Well, put her on, put her on. Hello? Well now, you knew I wouldn't forget. I'll take care of everything. One moment. Miss Jones, get me Brad down in personnel right away. You'll be here tomorrow? Fine. Bye. Hello, Brat. This is JB. I'd like you to do me a favor. I was wondering if you could find a spot for a young lady who wants to be a secretary. Oh, she's an old friend of the family's. Her dad was a classmate of mine at Old Ivy. She's a bright girl, got a good head on her shoulders. Her name is LaRue. Hetty LaRue.
Can I help you, honey?
Scram.
What? No, you don't understand, miss. You see, I'm Bud Frump, Mr. Bigley's nephew.
Oh, how are you, dear? I'm waiting for Mr. Brad at personnel. I'm a secretary.
I spotted that the moment you came in.
Oh, thank you. You see, I'm new at this.
Miss LaRue?
Yeah? Yeah?
I'm Bert Brad, personnel. Sorry to have kept you waiting.
Oh, no, not at all, sir. It is I whom am late.
Oh, not really.
Oh, yes, of course. I was very naughty this morning. I'm just not accustomed to early arrival.
Well, if you'll step into my office, I'll get your I'm sorry, this is my secretary, Miss Smith.
Oh, how are you, dear?
Fine, dear. Mr. Bratt. Mr. Bratt!
Yes, Smitty?
I have to get some new tax withholding blanks.
Yes, you do that, Smitty. Miss LaRue, if you'll come with me in my office, I'll get your particulars.
Oh, 39, 22, 38.
I win the pool.
Gentlemen, one moment, please.
Boy, isn't she something?
She sure is. Gentlemen, Miss LaRue will be signed according to normal procedures as soon as her qualifications have been determined.
Well, I'd sure like to determine that.
Gentlemen, a secretary is not a toy. No, my boy, not a toy to fondle and dandle and playfully handle. Search of some puerile joy. No, a secretary is not, definitely not, a toy.
You're absolutely right. It's a company rule.
We wouldn't have it any other way.
A secretary is not a toy. No,
Oh!
my boy, not a toy. So do not go jumping for joy, boy. A secretary is not. A secretary is not. A secretary is not a toy. A secretary is not to be used for play therapy. Be good to the girl you employ. Boy, remember, no matter what neurotic trouble you got, a secretary is not a toy. She's a highly specialized key component of operational unity, a fine and sensitive mechanism to serve the office community.
With a mother at home, she supports. And you'd find nothing like your FAO Schwartz.
A secretary is not a pet, nor an erector set.
It happened to Charlie McCoy. Boy, they fired him like a shot. The day the fella forgot, a secretary is not a toy. Secretary is not a toy.
And when you put her to use, observe when you put her to use.
That we are more powerful sources to use.
A secretary is not a thing wound by key, pulled by string. Her pad is to write in and not spend the night in. If that's what you plan to enjoy, no! The secretary you got is definitely not employed to do a gavotte. Or you know what, before you jump for joy, remember this, my boy. A secretary is not a tinker toy.
Women.
And so I said, just keep your hands where they belong.
So I said, just keep your hands where they belong.
So what the hell? I'm having dinner with him.
Did you call my wife and tell her I won't be home for dinner?
Yes, Mr. B. Oh, and by the way, tomorrow is Saturday, and you're playing with Mr. Wamper, the chairman of the board. Your golf clubs are in the office.
Oh, yes. Well, I'll be staying in town tonight, so I'll come in and pick the clubs up in the morning.
Very well, Mr. B. And you asked me to remind you about your College Alumni Association.
Oh, yes. Well, send them the same check. I get a kick out of thinking of their faces when they get that fat check from old's least likely to succeed.
Very well, Mr. Bigley.
JB, there's a phone call in my office. Your wife?
My wife? Damn it. I'll take it in your office. That's all, Miss Jones.
Oh, Miss Jones!
Ponty, how's the young junior executive?
Fine, Miss Jones, thanks to the helpful talks I've been getting from you.
Well, I'm glad our little talks have proven valuable.
They sure have. Oh, by the way, good luck tonight.
Good luck?
Yeah, in the bowling tournament. I hear you're the best bowler on the ladies' team.
Oh, sweet of you to be interested in a thing like that.
I'm very interested in the hobbies of people that I like.
Oh, well, say, would you like to come watch us bowl tonight?
Oh, gee, I'd love to, Miss Jones, but I have to get up early. I'm working tomorrow.
On a Saturday? Nobody around here works on Saturdays. You're a very unusual boy, Ponty. You'll go far.
Thank you, Miss Jones. That means a lot, you're saying that, because, well, you're Mr. Bigley's secretary, and he's the man I'd most like to emulate. He's so kind and thoughtful and generous. I just heard him remembering to send a check to his old college. Harvard, isn't it?
Harvard? Don't ever let JB hear you say that. He's a Griffin.
But where did he go to college?
Old Ivy.
Old Ivy?
They're the Griffins. Mr. Bigley is very proud of his old school.
Well, thank you. Good night, Miss Jones.
Good night, Ponty. Don't work too hard.
Oh, don't worry, I won't.
Hi, stranger.
Oh, hi, Rosemary. Hi, Smitty.
Hi, Fonty. Been a long day, hasn't it?
Sure has.
I haven't seen you since you got a new job.
Oh, I've been pretty busy.
Been a long day.
Say, Rosemary, where are you having dinner tonight?
That depends
On what?
on where I'm having dinner tonight.
Huh? Oh! Well, here it is, 5 p.m. The finish of a long day's work. And there they are, both of them. The secretary and the clerk. Not very well acquainted. Not very much to say. But I can hear those two little minds ticking away. Now she's thinking,
I wonder if we take the same bus.
and he's thinking,
There could be quite a thing between us.
now she's thinking,
He really is a dear.
and he's thinking.
But what of my career?
Then she says, and he says,
Well, it's been a long day. Well, it's been a long day.
now she's thinking,
I wish that he were more of a flirt.
and he's thinking,
I guess a little flirting won't hurt.
now she's thinking,
For dinner we could meet.
and he's thinking.
We both have gotta eat.
Then she says,
Achoo!
and he says,
Gesundheit.
Thank you.
Well, it's been a long day. Well, it's been a long day.
hey, there's a yummy Friday special at Stouffer's. It's $1.90 vegetable plate. And at the bottom of the ad, not bad. Service for two, $3.58. Make a bargain, make a date.
Loverly.
It's fate.
Now she's thinking,
What female kind of trap could I spring?
and he's thinking,
I might as well forget the whole thing.
now she's thinking,
Suppose I take his arm.
and he's thinking.
Well, really, what's the harm?
Then she says,
Hungry?
and he says,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a long day. Well, it's been a long day. Well, it's been a long day.
And you've been complaining to your mother again. She wants you promoted.
Why not? Other people are getting promoted.
Well, I told your Aunt Gertrude that you just can't.
Good evening, Mr. Bigley.
Good evening, Miss LaRue.
Uncle Jasper.
I told you never to call me that around here.
Okay. Sorry, JB.
Now, haven't you got something to do?
No, I was just gonna grab my coat and go home.
Good. How do you like your new job, Miss LaRue?
It's a big, fat nothing.
Sweetheart, don't talk that way around here.
I thought you were gonna make me a big businesswoman like Helen Rubinstein or Betty Crocker. So what happens? I'm stuck in the goddamn stenographic with no one to fish me the hell out.
Shh, Angel, these things take time. You have to learn. Yes, miss, in a large operation like Worldwide Wickets, there are many multiple facets which are very important in the scheme of things. Hetty, I promise you.
I gave up a wonderful job. Head cigarette girl at the Copa.
But the surroundings. You said you hated all those men staring at you making advances.
It's no different
You mean someone's been bothering you? Who? Just let me know who. Yes, miss, in a large operation like Worldwide Facets, there are many multiple wickets which... Who pinched you?
Oh, I don't care about that. Look, you didn't keep your part in my bargain.
Sweetheart, I meant every word. Tell you what, I'll meet you at your place in 10 minutes and we can talk it over.
No.
But Angel, oh, yes, miss, in a large operation like Worldwide Wickets, there are many multiple facets which... Why don't you go home?
I'm waiting for the elevator.
Why don't you walk down?
It's 30 floors.
Why don't you jump?
Well, I've considered it. It's a very pretty girl. Ms. LaRue.
Huh? Oh, yes, well, I guess so. I was just, trying to make her feel at home.
Oh.
She seems to be a rather shy person.
Right. Well, you go ahead with that, JB. I'm meeting Mother for dinner. No, she just loves having dinner with me. I tell her everything that happens all day at the office. Now he's thinking
The kid could really put me through hell.
and she's thinking
The kid could even name the hotel.
Now he's thinking
I wonder if he dare.
and she's thinking
There's blackmail in the air.
and he says
It's a holdup.
and she says
Yeah?
Wait a minute. Okay, fine, you're promoted.
well, it's been a long day. Well, it's been a long day. Ha!
Okay, Jackie, that's it. No, not on a Saturday morning. Come on, let's do the big shots now.
Good morning. Good morning.
Is it morning already, sir?
Good God, man. Have you been working all night?
I just have a couple of things to finish up. I shouldn't be much longer.
By, George, I'm sorry. Your name slips my mind.
Finch, sir. Pierpont Finch. F-I-N-C-H.
Oh, yes, well, I've heard some good things about you from my scouts.
Thank you, sir.
Well, Finch, it's great to see a man in there carrying the ball. You know, you make me feel a bit guilty. I just dropped in to pick up my golf clubs. I have to play around today with old Wally Womper. He's the chairman of the board, you know.
Oh, I imagine one has to do that sort of thing once in a while.
Now, don't push yourself too hard, Finch. There are limits, you know.
Oh, I know, Mr. Bigley.
I'll just get my clubs.
Dun, 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 dun.
What's that you're humming?
What was that? I didn't realize I was humming, sir.
Oh, you were humming the old Ivy fight song.
Was I? It must have been unconscious on my part.
Did you go there? Were you a Griffin?
Well, sir.
Oh, say it, boy. Come on out with it. I know a lot of guys have an inferiority complex because they didn't go to Yale or Princeton. You're not ashamed of old Ivy, are you?
No, sir, not one bit.
That's the Griffin spirit. I should have known you were old Ivy. What year? Finch, when did you graduate?
I'm sorry, sir. I was just thinking about the big game today. We're playing the Chipmunks.
I can't get up there either. I hope those damn chipmunks don't give us too much trouble.
Oh, I think we'll take him, sir. Frazie's knee is looking much better.
Ah, yes, with Frazee in there, the team's morale should pick up. He's the dirtiest player we've got.
Well, even though we're not there in person, we'll still be rooting for him, right?
Right. Griffin.
Griffin!
Stand, old Ivy, stand firm and strong. Grand, old Ivy, hear the cheering throng. Stand, old Ivy, and never yield. Rip, rip, rip the chipmunk off the field.
When you fall on the ball,
and you're down there at the bottom of the heap.
Down at the bottom of the heap.
Where the mud is so very, very deep.
Down in the cruddy muddy deep.
Don't forget, boy, that's why they call us. They call us Griffins. Griffins.
Stand, hold
Griffin.
Ivy. Stand firm and
Rip
strong.
the chipmunk brand.
Hold Ivy. Hear the cheering throng. Stand,
Griffin.
hold Ivy.
God bless you.
And never yield.
Rip, rip, rip the chipmunk off the field. Again. Griffin.
Griffin! Stand, hold Ivy, stand firm and strong. Grand, hold Ivy, hear the cheering throng. Stand, hold Ivy, and never yield.
Rip, rip, rip the chipmunk off the field.
When you fall on the ball,
And you're down there at the bottom of the heap.
down at the bottom of the heap,
Where the mud is so very, very deep.
down in the cruddy muddy deep.
Don't forget, boy,
That's why they call us.
they call us Griffins.
Griffins! Stand, hold
Griffin.
Ivy, stand
Rip.
firm and
Rip
strong.
the chipmunk
Grand,
hold Ivy, hear the cheering throng. Griffin,
stand,
Griffin,
hold Ivy,
God bless you.
and never
yield. Rip, rip, rip the chipmunk off the field. Griffins!
Nothing like reminiscing on the good old days.
I enjoyed that, sir.
So did I, boy. Well, I'll just get my clubs. Rip, rip, rip the chipmunk off.
26,
What's
27,
that you're doing?
20. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I've just found that knitting helps me think more clearly.
Well, I'll be damned. I knit too.
Really?
Yep, I've been doing it for years. Nobody knows but my secretary, Miss Jones. You've met her.
Yes, I believe I have.
What's this going to be?
Oh, well, you know, I thought I'd make a birdcage cover.
Birdcage cover. I've never made one of those. But how do you like this?
Oh, sir, that is just beautiful.
I made the cover for those golf clubs. See? Popcorn stitch.
That is beautiful, sir. You know, I feel kind of sorry for men who don't knit. They lead empty lives.
I like the way you think, Fink.
Think Finch, sir.
Think Finch, yes. Tell me, what are you heading for around here? What's your ambition in this outfit? Bright young fellow like you must have it all planned
Well,
out.
sir, if I'm ever fortunate enough to be given the opportunity where I have a choice, well, I'd like to be where they do something real, something solid, down to earth. The advertising department.
Advertising? Son, I wouldn't want that for an old schoolmate of mine. It's too tough, too insecure. Why, this place has had 15 new advertising managers in the past year alone. The poor devils disappear in the rate of about 1 month.
Why's that?
I fire them.
Well, if a man has ideas, he could swing it.
Ideas. That's what I look for. I keep hiring men who are supposed to have brilliant ideas, and not one of them will do what I tell him. No, son, you stick to what you're doing. You'll do all right in there. Damn good department. By the way, where are you?
Plans and systems, sir. Mr. Gatch's department.
Good man, Gatch. You stick with him, and I'll keep my eye on you, too.
Well, thank you very much, sir. I've got to get this done before midnight.
Midnight. Now that's the Griffin spirit. Griffin!
Griffin!
Stand, hold ivy, stand firm and strong.
Rip!
Rip! Rip the chipmunk off the field.
Beautiful.
Who is that?
A college song.
What college?
I'd say Vassar.
That's Rook.
Yeah, it's a hard knock life.
Hello, Brat. This is JB. What are we running around here? A sweatshop? We're working that boy too hard. Who? Finch, F-I-N-C-H. The poor devil worked here all weekend. I ought to know. I was there with him working side by side. The lad needs help. Well, first of all, I want him to have an office of his own. Deserves the best one you have available. Oh, nothing too fancy. Don't want him getting any ideas.
Oh, Rosemary, come in. How do you like it?
Your first office. It's beautiful.
It's not bad considering. I did want my name on the office door, but I decided not to ask because, well, there's no door.
It's beautiful. I can only stay a minute. I just wanted to tell you that I had a good time the other night.
Me too. I enjoyed the conversation. It was very, well, I guess I talked the whole time, didn't I?
I liked it. But just one thing, Pawnee. About what happened when we said goodbye, I mean. Well, it was our first date, and I don't want you to get the wrong impression of me, but, well, I guess it's natural for a guy to get a little fresh with a girl and make a pass at her when he likes her, but you didn't do anything.
I had to get up early. Oh, hello, miss.
Miss LaRue, honey.
Oh, what can I do for you, Miss LaRue?
A secretary was ordered to be assigned to you. I'm your resignation.
You didn't tell me you were getting a secretary.
I just found out myself.
Well, happy dictation, Pawnee.
Bye.
Now, Miss LaRue.
Oh, you could just call me Hetty.
Oh, well, I think that perhaps in a business relationship.
You're cute.
Excuse me one moment.
Choosing a secretary can be fraught with peril. Now take a good look at the young lady who has been assigned to you. If she is so attractive that you feel things are too good to be true, be very careful. This may mean that one of the big men in the company is interested in her career. There's a simple test for this. Check on her secretarial skill. The smaller her abilities, the bigger her protector.
Miss LaRue, let's try some dictation. Take a letter.
Shoot.
This is to Mr. Gatch. Dear Mr. Gatch, pursuant to our discussion
Hold
of...
it, hold it.
Are you trying to catch a train?
What are you taking this down in?
Longhand. It's safer. I make up for it when I type.
Oh, I see. You type fast.
Like a jackrabbit. 12 words a minute.
Hetty, what did you say your last position was before you came here?
Oh, I was in the tobacco business, but then Mr. Bigley...
Mr. Bigley?
He got me interested in wickets, so I matriculated my way into business school, and, well, here I am.
Yes, you are, aren't you?
So go ahead, dictate some more. I'm gonna like this jazz.
Hetty, let that letter wait for a moment. I need you to take that in to Mr. Gatch. He's my boss.
Mr. Gatch?
Uh-huh. Hetty, I need you to deliver this to Mr. Gatch himself. Hetty. Personally.
Okay, Charlie.
Hello, Mr. Gatch's office. One moment. Mr. Gatch, Mr. Finch's secretary is outside. She'd like to speak with you personally.
Have her come in.
I'll get her.
Mr. Gatch?
Hello.
I'm Mr. Finch's secretary. He asked me to give you this.
Say, what are you doing tonight?
Oh, I have a date with a gentleman friend of mine.
Oh, come on. You're in the big time now. Don't go fooling around with small fry.
Hello, Mr. Finch's office. One moment. It's for you, production.
Hello, Plans and Systems. Mr. Finch speaking. Yes. Uh-huh. Yes, I'm running Plans and Systems now. Mr. Gatch. Oh, he's been transferred to one of our out-of-town offices. Uh-huh. Venezuela.
Say, Jenkins, I was just gonna call you. We're getting a new vice president in charge of advertising.
Another one? Who is it this time?
A fellow by the name of Ovington. Benjamin Burton Daniel Ovington.
Oh, BBDO.
Guess that's why Bigley hired him. Anyways, we're giving a reception tonight.
Yeah, in the executive club, on the roof.
Well, I wonder how long this guy's gonna last.
I don't know, but we're giving him the full treatment. You can ask your secretary to come. We're inviting all the executive secretaries to come and act as hostesses.
All right, Brett.
BBDO.
Rosemary, I had lunch without you. Where have you been? Smitty, I've been made secretary to the new advertising manager.
That's wonderful. What's he like?
I don't care about him, but this means that I'll be invited to the reception tonight on the roof, and Pawnee will be there too. I've been dreaming of a chance like this with him. You know, to see me all dressed up. Glamorous. Do you know what this is?
Your lunch?
Smitty, this is the answer of how to succeed with Finch. It's a new dress.
I hope it works. Good luck, Rosemary.
Thanks, Smitty. I hope you're very popular at this party tonight.
Maybe I will be. Thinking about getting a new dress, too. And starting some secret rumor that I'm man crazy.
I slipped out this afternoon and bought some love insurance. The most exclusive dress from Gay Perry. It's sleek and chic and magnifique with sex beyond endurance. It's me, it's absolutely me. And why one guy, this irresistible Paris original I'm wearing tonight. will see me, and suddenly he'll go dreamy and blame it all on his own masculine whim, never knowing that this irresistible Paris original, so temptingly tight, I'm wearing tonight, especially for him, for him, for him. For him, for him, this irresistible Paris original I'm wearing tonight, she's wearing tonight, and I could spit!
Some irresponsible dress manufacturer just didn't play fair. I'm one of a pair, and I could. All slinky within, already slunk it, and I could die.
And I could kill her!
And I could. This irresistible Paris original Trey sexiness blah. Oh, damn it! Voila! And I could. Girls!
39 bucks I hand out for something to make me stand out, and suddenly I've gone into mimeograph.
Some laugh.
This irresistible Paris original, this mass-produced crime.
Come on!
I'm wearing tonight for the very last time.
What a dress!
Patty, would you like a drink?
Oh, I never touch anything alcoholic before 5 p.m.
It's 10 after 5.
Which way's the booze?
Right this way.
I'll have a double martini.
Here he is, boys and girls. You know our advertising department has been in trouble for a long time, but I think we now have a fellow who's going to help put the worldwide wickets back on top. Mr. Benjamin Burton Daniel Ovington.
Thank you, boys and girls. I'm proud to be joining the worldwide Wicket family. I don't know very much about wickets, but I do know a lot about advertising. My philosophy towards advertising can be summarized in a single sentence. Shove it down their throats with the soft sound.
Good sound thinking.
And I'd like to say that.
Benjamin Burton Daniel Ovington. What the hell kind of a name is that?
And I'd like to say that.
Oh, this a double martini? There's only one olive in it.
But I'd like to
Mr.
say
Bigley wants you to take Miss LaRue home. She isn't feeling well.
I'm feeling fine.
You're feeling terrible.
I'd like to say that
Vinci, let's dance.
Oh, no thanks. I'm already dancing with Rosemary.
Everybody dance!
Furthermore, I'd like to.
No! No! Oh, good. Come on, Eddie. No games. Oh, come on, Eddie. JB wants me to take you.
But you must have heard the rumor. That elevator made me dizzy.
Come on, Hetty.
What I need is a shower.
No, JB wants me to take you home.
No, I'm going to JB's office. He has a private shower. I'm gonna shower there, and then I'll get back to the party.
Okay, Hetty. Have a nice shower.
Thanks, Bud. You know, you're cute. Not as cute as Finch, but you're cute.
Not as cute as Finch!
Boop.
Going up to the party, Pete?
Yeah.
Will you tell Mr. Finch I'd like to see him down here? Tell him it's important. Thanks. La da 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 dee. Old sexy Hetty's in there taking a shower, and I got something up my sleeve. Ole! Something that's gonna put old Finchy right out on his. Oh, hello, Finch.
What's all this about, Bud?
JB wants to see you in his office. He said he'd meet you there.
I was just speaking with JB. He didn't say anything.
Oh, I guess it's because he didn't want to say anything in front of Ovington. Yes, you know how we are around here with advertising managers.
Wait, Bud, do you really think your uncle's
I
considering...
don't know anything. I was only told to tell you to go to his office.
Huh. Well, I've never seen his office anyway.
Oh,
Thanks, Bud.
you're welcome. Now to get my uncle. Goodbye, Finchy. Hello, Uncle Jasper. Ole!
Someday. Someday.
Guess who?
Mr. Bigley.
No, it's me.
Oh, Hetty! I was supposed to meet Mr. Bigley here.
Mr. Bigley. He's not coming. Someone gave you the bums, dear.
I should have known it was a... Well, I think
What's the rush?
I think I'd better get back to the party.
It's more fun down
Well,
here.
I think I'd better.
You're anxious to get back to that Rosemary, huh? You stuck on her.
Oh, no, me and her are just very good friends.
Oh, that's very sensible. An up-and-coming young chap like you shouldn't be tied down. I've been watching you, Buster. You're going places.
Venezuela. Look, Hetty.
Wouldn't JP just die if he walked in and found you kissing me?
Frankly, I'd rather he didn't.
Oh, come on, let's try it.
Uh-uh.
You better, Finch. If you don't, I'll tell JP you did.
Fine. Just this once. Rosemary.
Huh?
Rosemary.
Rosemary?
That kiss.
What about that kiss?
Rosemary.
You know, it's highly insulting to think of two broads in the middle of one kiss.
I'm sorry, Hetty. Something happened inside me I can't explain.
Oh, Finch, you're in love.
That's right. Finch is in love. It's like music all around me. I must have been in love with her ever since she took my particulars.
Oh, and you found all this out by kissing me?
Yes, Hetty.
Oh, I don't know my own strength.
Suddenly there is music in the sound of your name. Rosemary. Rosemary was the melody locked inside me, till at last out it came.
Imagine if we kissed. What a crescendo! Not to be missed. As for the rest of my lifetime program, give me more of the same. Rosemary, Rosemary, there is wonderful music in the very sound of your name.
Pawnee, I heard Bud from talking at the party. Where is she?
Oh, Rosemary, the most wonderful thing has happened to me. Can't you hear it? Can't you hear it? Suddenly there is music in the sound of your name.
I can't hear a thing.
Rosemary, it's like a beautiful pink sky all around me.
Now look here, J. Pierpont Finch, have you lost your mind?
Rosemary, darling, will you marry J. Pierpont Finch?
Now I hear it. I hear it, I hear it, I hear it. Suddenly there is music in the sound of your name. J. Pierpont.
Rosemary, just imagine if we kissed. What a crescendo! Not to be missed. As for the rest of my lifetime program, give me more of the same. Rosemary, Rosemary, there is wonderful music in the very sound of your name. Oh, Rosemary, darling, I've been so caught up in trying to get ahead that I never realized it's like I'm seeing you for the first time.
And I'm seeing you for the first time. You're wearing somebody else's lipstick. It's not mine, it's hers.
Rosemary, darling, this is very easily explained. You don't understand.
Yes, I do. Well, don't let me keep you. Go back to making love to her. Kiss her again. Take her home for the weekend. I don't care.
What am I gonna do?
Oh, let's do what she said.
Uh-oh, Mr. Bigley's coming. You get back in there.
I have nothing to hide.
Yes, you do, and keep it hitting. Go. You snake, now kiss me.
I'm sorry. I thought that.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Bigley. It's my fault. I insisted that he showed me around your office.
I see. Well, actually, I just came in to wash up.
Excuse me.
Finch, I owe you an apology.
For what?
Never mind. However, I want you to know I still do not approve of what you were doing when I walked in. I don't care for things like that between executives and their secretaries.
But Miss Pilkington's not my secretary.
Oh, yes. Good point.
JB, we've been looking for you everywhere. We figured you might be in here.
But I didn't get to finish my speech yet.
Oh, you made a fine speech.
Yes, very good speech, Mr. Ovington.
Mr. Ovington, this is Mr. Finch of Plant Systems.
How do you do?
How do you do?
You know, Mr. Ovington, I'm very interested in advertising myself, and, well, I've read a lot about you in Fortune magazine. Some very interesting stuff.
Thank you.
Mr. Bigley, did you know that Mr. Ovington was an All-American halfback in college?
Is that so? Where did you play, Ovington?
The greatest little college in the world, Northern State.
A chipmunk.
You sure bet I am. Did you see the way we destroyed those groundhogs last Saturday?
Ovington, I'm not a bigot. I've hired men from all colleges. Tigers, Bulldogs, Trojans, Gophers, Badgers, but never a chipmunk. Your resignation is accepted. Rip the chipmunk off the field.
Chipmunk rah. Chipmunk rah. Chipmunk.
That was a narrow squeak.
It was a very big surprise to me, sir.
Finch, it's a good thing you're on the ball when it comes to advertising.
Say, JB, what are we going to do about the new vice president of advertising?
Finch, maybe it's fate you happen to be here at this very moment. You always wanted this rotten job. Do you think you can handle it?
Oh, I don't know, sir.
If there's one thing I admire in a man, it's humility. Finch, I'm making you vice president in charge of advertising.
Me? Vice president in charge of advertising?
JB, I don't want to question your decision. Finch is a very bright young man, but he's rather inexperienced and...
I like him!
I like him.
I think we've hit onto something here, Brat. This boy is loaded with great ideas.
Ideas? Tell me some, Finch.
Oh, well, you know, I haven't had time to figure
Come on,
them.
Finch. Where are those ideas?
Well, sir...
Put up or shut up, son.
But, sir,
Get on the ball or you'll be out of here like a shot.
I'd like to give you a clear-cut campaign.
Say, JB, the plans and board meetings the day after tomorrow. Finch can give us his ideas then.
Fine. Finch, you've got 48 hours to make an advertising presentation. Better get going, Finch. You're now vice president in charge of advertising. And frankly, up till now, I'm pretty dissatisfied with your work.
That doesn't matter. I'm a vice president now. Vice President Finch. Hello? Stationery? Yes, this is Mr. Finch. Yes. Remember those cards I told you about last week? Uh-huh. Go ahead and print them up. Now, let's see. Oh, girls, you can come out now.
Thanks, Rosemary.
Rosemary, I've just been made vice president in charge of advertising.
Congratulations! Can I be a secretary?
Oh, gee. I'd love that, Hetty, but, actually, Rosemary is going to be my secretary.
Oh. Okay. Guess I'll go back to the steno pool. Guess I gotta wait for that pigeon till after he's married.
You want me to be your secretary?
Well, sure, you were Mr. Ovington's secretary, and now I'm taking over his whole department.
Well, what makes you think I'd be your secretary? I'd rather die.
Oh, Rosemary, you know how hard of a job advertising is. I can't do this without you, Rosemary. I need you.
You do? Well, in that case, all right, I'll be your secretary.
Good. Now let's get to work.
Finch,
What?
aren't you forgetting something?
What?
Aren't you gonna kiss me?
Kiss you, I can.
Why not?
Because you're my secretary. Wait a minute, Rosemary. Hello? Name painter?
Wait a minute, Rosemary. Hello, name painter.
Yes. I'd like my name on the door in gold leaf. J. Pierpont Finch. J. Pierpont.
Suddenly there is music in the sound of my
Yes, the
name.
usual spelling. J. Pierpont.
Rosemary.
Vice President.
Vice President!
In charge of
There
advertising.
must be a way to stop him. There must be.
FINC.
There must.
My lifetime program should be more
Yes.
of the same.
Block letters. J.
Pierpont.
Remember me, Rosemary.
I can't stand it!
Whatever happened to
Boy, when you see it on your own door,
Rosemary,
there is wonderful music in the very sound. Of your
Ladies and gentlemen, before we break for intermission, if I could have your attention, please, from announcement from the International Thespian Society. Here are the President and Vice President, Frankie Malley and Sierra Vanderveer.
Thank you for that introduction, Mr. Reitman. So the International Thespian Society for the past year has been attempting to fund and donate to a charity that helps to benefit a cause that is near and dear to our hearts and usually relates to the show in some way, shape, or form. This time, we've decided to donate to Jumpstart, which is actually a subset of ITS, which helps to fund theater programs in underprivileged middle schools where the tax base is not strong enough to start one of their own. It is a sustainable program that steps in for 3 years, sets up the program with the hopes that they can eventually retract with the community stepping in order to fund it themselves. It's phenomenal. It's been going on for a couple years now, and we're so glad to have the opportunity to donate to them. And my partner, Sierra.
Whether you're here because you know someone who's in the show, cast, or crew, or because you love theater, I'm sure that we can all agree that theater has had a big impact on our lives. And there are people who don't have access to theater, and this organization is all about bringing that theater, that life, that joy that it gives us to these people. So please consider donating. Thank you.
The donations can be given outside of the concession area. Please visit the
There sure is a lot of whispering going on today.
It's the merchandise mafia at work. Ever since Finch became a vice president, they've all been scared out of their wits. When's the big meeting?
Set for this afternoon. Hope Ponty comes up with something. Where are you going?
Home.
At 10 o'clock in the morning?
I'm quitting.
Oh, nonsense. You've been threatening that all week.
This time it's official. I left my letter of resignation on his desk. Wait till he reads it. But, Smitty, I just can't take it anymore. I don't mind a person completely ignoring me, as long as they pay me a little attention.
He did say he loved you and that he wanted to marry you.
Shh. That's supposed to be a secret.
Don't worry, I haven't told anyone.
What's the matter?
Rosemary's resigning from Finch.
But I thought he was going to marry her.
That's what I thought.
Me too.
I only told the girls. Don't worry. She'll forgive him.
No, I won't. Oh, you got to.
Rosemary, there is one thing that you can't overlook, and that's loyalty.
I've been very loyal to him.
I don't mean to him. I mean to us. Us girls. How often does it happen that a secretary's boss wants to marry her? Hallelujah. How often does the dream come true without a sign of conflict or barrier? Hallelujah. Why treat the man like he was a typhoid carrier? How often can you fly from this land of carbon paper to the land of flower chintz? Hallelujah. How often does the Cinderella get a crack at the prince? Cinderella and the prince.
Cinderella? Wait a minute. I'm no Cinderella. I've only got $32 in a savings bond.
It's not a matter of money. He is a vice president. That automatically makes him a prince.
True! So you're automatically a Cinderella.
See? Don't you realize? You're a real life fairy tale, a symbol divine. So if not for your own sake, please, darling, for mine. Don't, Cinderella, darling, don't turn down the prince. Don't rewrite your story. You're the legend, the folklore, the working girl's dream of glory. We were raised on you, darling, and we've loved you ever since. Don't mess up a major miracle. Don't, Cinderella, don't turn down the prince. Oh, let us live it with you each hour of each day. On from Bergdorf Good to Elizabeth Arden. The station wagon. From 21
To the Terrytown PTA.
No. New Rochelle. New Rochelle PTA. Please.
Oh, do not leave us minus our vicarious bonus. We want to see His Highness married Theolonus. On you, Cinderella, sits the onus. So when you name the happy day, please phone us. Phone us. But don't, Cinderella, darling, don't turn down the prince. Why spoil our enjoyment? You're the fable, the symbol of glorified unemployment. We were
So, you are now a vice president. You have climbed the ladder of success rung by painful rung until you have almost reached the top. You have done beautifully. Unless, of course, you are vice president in charge of advertising. In that case, you are in terrible trouble. There is only one thing that can save you. You must get a brilliant idea. The quickest way to get an idea is to develop one. That is, take the undeveloped, worthless notions of others and add to it that special something that makes it your own. You never know where an undeveloped notion may come from. Be alert. It may come from the least likely source.
Hi, Ponty.
Oh, Bud.
Sorry, I just burst in. There was no one outside. Wow. It's the first time I've seen your new office. Oh, this is my favorite style. Modern. So I suppose you're wondering why I'm here.
Frankly, Bud, yes, I am.
Ponty, I want you and I to be friends. You know, make peace. I mean, come on, you've never liked me.
Oh, Bud.
Don't deny it. It's true, and I don't blame you. I have been a no good backbiting thing.
Oh, Bud, that's a bit strong.
How would you put it?
Well, I guess your way's best.
Well, I wanted to change all of that. Now, see, I know you are stuck for an idea.
Now, wait
so
a minute,
I was
Bud. I'm
thinking
not
giveaway
stuck for an
shows are
idea.
starting to come back, and maybe
What did you say?
I have an idea for a television program called the Worldwide Wicket Treasure Hunt. We hide $1,000 savings bond somewhere, and each week on television we give clues as to where it is. Now, like you said, you're not stuck for an idea, but if you get a chance, look over it. Because I wouldn't want you to not have anything when the meeting's in such a few little while. I mean, it's soon.
Bud, what did your uncle say when you told him about this?
I haven't told him, Ponty. If I brought it to him, he wouldn't like it. That's why I brought it to you.
You haven't told your uncle.
No, Ponty. Listen, if you're not interested...
Well, Bud, the idea doesn't give me much nourishment, but I'll give it a bit of think.
Feel free to use it. I have returned!
Treasure hunt. Could be. $1,000 bond? This thing needs some sort of a new twist.
Bonnie, I'm back. I changed my mind.
Oh, Miss Pilkington.
I don't blame you for being cold to me, but I did change my mind.
About what?
About what I said in the letter.
What letter?
My letter of resignation.
Your resignation from what?
The Girl Scouts of America.
Oh.
Don't you get it? I quit, resigned, left you forever.
Why would you do that?
Because I was hurt, humiliated, ignored, upset.
Who did that to you?
You.
Me? It couldn't have been me. I haven't said 10 words to you all week. True?
True.
Good. Now listen, Miss Pilkington.
Must you call me that? Can't you call me Rosemary?
No, and I want you to call me Mr. Finch until you're Mrs. Finch.
Am I really gonna be Mrs. Finch?
Come on, I thought that was all settled.
I keep thinking maybe you forgot.
Well, I haven't. You're going to be Mrs. Finch because we're going to be married. Now, can we discuss some serious matters?
Oh, sure.
Good. Now, Miss Pilkington, I finally developed a new idea for a television program. I'm thinking of calling it the Worldwide Wicket Treasure Hunt. The prize would be a $1,000 bond. Do you think that's enough? What if we made it $25,000? Listen carefully, Miss Pilkington. What if we made it $100,000? 200,000?
I don't care if you give away the whole company. I love you.
Say that again.
I love you.
No, before that.
I said, I don't care if you give away the whole company.
That's it. We'll give away the company. Oh, what a prize. I don't mean the whole company. I mean stock in the company. I have to have time to figure this. I have to call Mr. Bigley and ask for a postponement. No. I'll go see him.
Hey, how about taking me to lunch?
Miss Pilkington.
I'm sorry, Mr. Finch. Oh, to be loved by a man I respect, to bask in the glow of his perfectly understandable neglect. Oh, to belong in the aura of his frown, darling busy frown. Such heaven wearing the wifely uniform while he goes onward and upward, happy to keep his dinner warm till he comes wearily home from downtown.
Stand, hold ivy, stand firm and strong. Rend, hold
Are you
ivy.
pregnant or something?
Oh, I was just checking on some new plastic yarn. Hetty, I told you never to. What the hell do you want?
JB, do you remember that idea I told you about? The treasure hunt.
I told you what I thought of the treasure hunt.
I just wanted to remind you that you didn't like it!
Darling, I've told you that during office hours I can't meet with you.
And I do not intend to embarrass you. I came here for a business purpose.
Business?
I'm here to tender you with my resignation.
What are you going to do?
I'm on my way to Los Angeles. I've been offered a very suitable position there.
Los Angeles? Hetty, you can't. Just tell me what this is all about.
I just got a letter from a girlfriend. She works in one of those big cosmetic firms out there. She demonstrates skin creams.
Skin creams?
Yes, in all those big, glamorous department stores. And she can get me a job.
That's undignified. You can't run around demonstrating some fake goo.
It's not fake. It's made from very real and very fine skin cream called Dermoblast. You want to know what it's made from?
Please don't tell me.
It's made from shark belly jelly.
I was afraid of that. You said you wanted a career. What kind of future is there in shark bellies?
More than there is around here. Not a single man around here wants to use me as his secretary. They all stay away from me like I've got some extremely tropical disease.
Hetty, if you could just be patient.
No, I'm done being patient. Bon voyage.
Well, good luck, dear.
Huh?
I'll manage somehow. Only, how will I spend those lonely nights?
You could stay home.
I can't stay home. I'm a married man.
Thought you'll do all right.
Hetty, I can't live without you.
You really mean that?
Of course I do. I know I seem to have everything. Oh, rich J.B. Bigley. Hope money bags. People come to me with treasure hunts. My day is spent talking money, and what does it all mean? Nothing. Hetty, nothing means anything without you.
Now, wait a minute. Don't start getting sincere. That's not fair.
Where will I find a treasure like the love from a heart of gold, ever trusting and sweet and awaiting my pleasures, rain or shine, hot or cold, wealth far beyond all measures. Maybe here in my hands I hold. Ah, but where will I find that one treasure of treasures? The love from a heart of gold.
Oh, I never knew you felt that way.
Nobody knows this but I'm extremely emotional.
God damn it, so am I. Where will I find a treasure like the love from a heart of gold, ever trusting and sweet and awaiting my pleasure? Rain or shine,
Rain or shine,
hot or cold,
hot or cold.
wealth far beyond all measure. Maybe soon in my hands I'll hold. Oh, but where will I find that one treasure of
The love from a heart of gold. I knew you'd understand.
So I do, I really do. And I have an idea that just might solve everything.
What?
Why don't I be your secretary?
Are you out of your mind? I mean, I have Miss Jones.
I could assist Miss Jones. I could learn a lot from her. You don't want me as your secretary.
Wait, Hetty, just be patient. Please. Pretty please.
All right, dear. I'll be patient. I give you 24 hours, and after that, it's bye-bye wickets and hello thermoplast.
Wait, Hetty, wait.
Oh, Finchy, I should be very angry with you, cutie pie.
Hi, Hetty. Is Miss Jones in? I'd like to speak with Mr. Bigley.
Oh, he's not busy. You can go right in.
Say, Hetty, are you quitting?
Unless I hear otherwise to the contrary.
Maybe we can help each other out.
Ooh, good. Let's bust out of here together.
That's not what I had in mind. We need somewhere we can talk in private.
Ooh, let's go to my place.
Hetty, this is business.
Okay, then let's go to your place.
Um,
Tell you what. Take me out for lunch, let's say 1 o'clock. Meet you downstairs.
fine, but we'd better meet around the corner.
Okay, cutie. Chicken.
Hello? Executive washroom. What? The meeting's at 4:30. Come on down. We'll make plans.
So, big meetings today, huh?
Yeah.
Anything about fish split?
JB gave him a postponement, so he's bound to have something. You know, man, I'm really beginning to get a little bit worried of Finch.
Me too, if we don't stop him pretty soon.
He'll have us all working in the mailroom.
Hiya, men. Chaps, our worries are over. Finch is going along with my, well, believe me, he's dead. Dead. And I'm so happy I could cry.
That's very pleasant news.
Yeah.
I don't know. Finch's way of bouncing. I don't believe he was dead even if I read his obituary.
Ordinarily, I'd agree with you. Finch is very smart. But you have to remember, now he's working in advertising. And that does something to a man's brain. Has anybody seen my wild root cream oil?
Hiya, men.
All set for the big meeting?
Could be. Well, wish me luck, men.
Good luck.
Gotta stop that man. I've gotta stop that man. Cold, or he'll stop me. Big deal, big rocket. Thinks he has the world in his pocket. Gotta stop that man.
Yes, there's that face that somehow I trust. It may embarrass you to hear me say it, but say it I must, say it I must. You have the cool, clear eyes of a seeker of wisdom and truth. Yet with that upturned chin and the grin of impetuous youth, oh, I believe in you. Oh, I believe in you. I hear the sound of good, solid judgment whenever you talk. Yet with the bold, brave spring of the tiger that quickens your walk. Oh, I believe in you. Oh, I believe in you. And when my faith in my fellow man all but falls apart, I've but to feel your hand grasping mine, and I take heart, I take heart to see the cool, clear eyes of a seeker of wisdom and truth. Yet with that slam, bang, tang, reminiscent of gin and vermouth. Oh, I believe in you. Oh, I believe in you.
Gotta stop that man. Gotta stop that man. Or he'll stop me. Big deal, big beaver, boiling hot with a frog on his fever. Gotta stop, gotta stop, gotta stop that man.
Oh, I believe in you.
Don't let him be such a hero.
I believe in you.
Stop that man, gotta stop him. Stop that man, gotta stop him. Stop that man, gotta stop that man.
The farmer spends his time in the fields, the laborer at his machine, and the businessman at meetings.
Gentlemen, where's Finch?
Not here yet, sir.
We'll start without him. We have a lot of other business to take care of before we come to Finch's presentation. Brad!
Yes, JB?
That stuff you recommended for my crabgrass doesn't work at all.
I can't understand it, JB. It worked perfectly on my lawn.
My lawn's a mess. Better come up with something new.
Right, JB?
You know, we don't have any trouble with crabgrass at our place.
What do you use?
Cement! Sorry, JP. Just a little joke.
Gentlemen, will you please excuse my nephew? It's a combination of youth, high spirits, and extreme stupidity. Now, let's see. Yes? We've been waiting for him. Send him in. It's Finch.
Hello, gentlemen. I'd like to present my new approach to wicket advertising, which, in my humble opinion, is brilliant.
Sounds promising. Proceed, Finch. What the hell is that?
A picture of Mount Vesuvius in eruption. That'll show you the type of impact that our new television program is going to have. Now, JB, the type of national publicity that you can look forward to. Oh my God. The cover of Time. The cover of Newsweek. And finally, JB, the golfer of the year.
Very interesting.
Now, here's a map of the potential wicket market divided into social, geographic, and ethnic groups. It'll show how we'll make deep penetration and overwhelming saturation into those areas which have long been peakiest.
I like this thinking.
Thank you. Now, here's a sales chart of the past fiscal year and per capita consumption of wickets, which reflects the disastrous effects of our former advertising policy. Notice the sharp decline from normal regularity. Down, down, down. And here, gentlemen, is what will happen when we get going, as we finally will. Up, up, up. And there you are.
Finch, I think you've done it very good.
Can I ask a question, JB?
Yes?
What is his idea?
You heard. A television show that will give us penetration and peak reaction. Sounds great, Finch. Great. Doesn't it, men?
Yeah.
Right. But what's the idea for the show?
I don't see why you have to be so damn negative. The only thing you ever come up with is lousy ideas like treasure hunts. All right, Finch, what is the idea for the show?
I don't think I'm going to tell it to you.
What do you mean?
Well, JB, I've always thought of you as a man of breath and vision, but I don't know. Now I'm thrown.
By what?
The way you spoke to Bud. You dismissed his idea for a treasure hunt. The truth is, JB, there are treasure hunts and treasure hunts. When Bud brought the idea to me, I thought it was a rotten idea too.
I should hope so.
But then I remembered something, JB. An idea in and of itself is nothing. It's the development that counts. A man named Leonardo da Vinci once developed some sketches for a flying machine, but it took American know-how to turn that flying machine into the Boeing 707. A man named Gatling once invented a machine gun, but it took a great brain to turn that machine gun into a program like the Untouchables. You see, when I thought of that, JB, Bud's silly little idea, it became a challenge to me. I thought to myself, I'm going to take this idea of Bud's and defrump it. Now, first of all, my treasure is not money or bonds. It's stock.
Stock?
50,000 shares of stock.
Stock in our company?
These days, people like stock better than they like money.
How can we issue 50,000 new shares of stock?
Well, it's a simple matter of taking convertible debentures from the sinking fund, issuing stock options which are exchangeable for rights, which we replace with non-voting common and exchange for warrants.
Can you say that one more time?
I can't.
It can't be done, JB.
It can't be done.
But if it could, JB, wouldn't it create tremendous excitement?
But it can't be done.
But if it could, JB.
But it can't.
But if it could, JB, just for a moment's sake, it could be done. What is your answer?
I forgot the question.
You can't give away stock.
We give away stock dividends, don't we? Please, let me get on with my presentation. We're ready.
Finch, I hate giveaway shows.
So do I, JB, but the public always seems to love them. Anyone who can come up with a new, unrigged, unfixed way to give away something for nothing is going to clean up. And gentlemen, I have that new twist. I present to you the worldwide wicket treasure girl.
What is this?
This, JB, is the secret ingredient. This is what's going to take our new program to the next level. I'm combining greed and sex. Can't miss. Go ahead, Hetty.
Hello there. I am the worldwide wicket treasure girl. Each week, I will bring you a clue to where the worldwide wicket treasure has been stashed.
Buried.
Buried. Right. This hat gets me mixed up. Isn't this a cute outfit? I just love it.
Very nice, Miss LaRue. Very nice.
Of course, Miss LaRue won't be our regular treasure girl.
Naturally.
For that, I was thinking we'd need a big name personality.
How course. And well, I'm leaving the firm anyway.
Offhand, I'd like to add that someone like Elizabeth Taylor would be a great fit for
Yeah?
this role.
Why don't you get Queen Elizabeth?
This is an American program, bud. Now, JB, 50,000 shares of stock, plus a beautiful
JB?
treasure girl.
Tell this maniac off so we can get on with our business.
Just a moment. I'll handle this. Gentlemen and Miss LaRue, will you please leave me alone with Mr. Finch?
This is crazy. What about the FCC?
I know. What about the stockholders? What about the board of directors? What about the federal statues? What about the Federal Trade Commission?
Federal State Committee.
They're all being petty.
Finch, you're a brilliant young chap, but I'm afraid you've let us down.
How, JB?
You missed the boat. You haven't thought this out properly.
JB, I don't understand.
Tell me, why does this wicked girl have to be such a big name personality?
Sir?
How would it be if she were someone more identified with the company? A real
worldwide wicked treasure girl.
Yes. Maybe. Say, why not Miss LaRue herself?
Brilliant, JB, brilliant! Instead of some artificial big-name actress, we'll use plain, simple Hetty LaRue, the girl next door. That was a wonderful thought, JB.
That wasn't bad, was it?
Well, then I guess it's all settled.
Just a moment, Finch. Where are you going to hide the treasure?
JB, the show is completely unrigged. Not even the treasure girl's gonna know.
Well, I'd like to know.
Well, okay. I'll give you the first clue that's gonna air out over the television. West of the sun, west of the moon. Where's the treasure? Blow me a tune.
What the hell is that?
Pretty tricky, right? But if you'll note, the first letter of each phrase spells out WWWB. Worldwide Wicked Buildings.
You're going to use our buildings?
I'm gonna hide 5,000 shares of stock in each of the 10 worldwide wicked buildings. It'll create tremendous excitement.
But you'll have mobs of people running all over the buildings looking for the treasure.
JB, if a man is brilliant and as educated as you couldn't get it, what makes you think the average viewer is gonna get it?
Good point.
You can come in now, gentlemen.
Gentlemen, I'm thinking of going ahead with the worldwide wicked treasure hunt. Of course, I want your approval.
Well, JB, I think it's an absolutely crazy motion, and
I like it!
I like it.
Love it. I like it.
hell was that?
I tried for some production value. Give it a chance.
Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, the worldwide wicked treasure girl!
It's beginning to get to me. I'm beginning to wonder where the treasure is myself.
Where is it, Ponty?
Oh no, nobody knows but JB and myself. Isn't that right, JB?
Right, Ponty. Shh.
Hello there. Welcome to the worldwide wicked treasure hunt. In 10 places across this great country, there are hidden 5,000 shares of stock, making a total of 50,000 shares in all. Ooh. And now for the first clue. The first clue. The first clue is west
One
of...
moment, Miss LaRue. This man is holding a Bible. Will you place your right hand on it? Miss LaRue, do you swear there has been no fixing or rigging in connection with the show, and that the clue you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, free from any trickery, chicanery, or dishonesty?
Is this a real Bible?
Why, of course, Miss LaRue.
What's the matter with her?
She looks surprised.
She is. Hetty didn't know this was going to happen. I wanted this show to be completely spontaneous and unrehearsed.
That could be very dangerous.
I think it's very effective.
Swear to that, Miss LaRue?
I do.
And secondly, Miss LaRue, do you swear that you yourself do not actually know where the treasure is hidden? Do you swear to that, Miss LaRue? Miss LaRue?
You see, we're going to get into trouble.
Why, JB? Nobody knows where the treasure's hidden but you and me. Right, JB?
Let's watch the program.
Miss LaRue, do you swear that you do not actually know where the treasure is hidden?
Look, I do not wish to take the bum rap, and I will not swear false witness against perjury. I do know where the treasure is hidden. I found out last night there's treasure hidden in all the worldwide wicked buildings right now. The first clue.
How to handle a disaster. In every businessman's career, there are times when things go a bit wrong. We have many suggestions for coping with these little problems. However, should you be the cause of a disaster that's really disastrous, then we have one thing left to suggest to you. Please refer to the first chapter of this book, How to Apply for a Job.
You guys found Vince yet? Can't find him.
He seems to have disappeared.
Where is he? We've been looking for him everywhere. Haven't seen him.
You guys found Finch yet?
I don't know, Brett.
JB wants him as fast as you can find him. He's hopping mad.
Come back here, you!
What do you think you're doing?
It's another treasure hunter. This little nut tried to sneak past me 3 times.
This little nut is the chairman of the board. It's Mr. Wally Wamper.
Chairman of the board. They all look alike to me.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wamper. If you'll come with me to JB's office, that's something they haven't right. Find Finch.
Oh, Rosemary, have you seen Ponty?
No, Miss Johnson, I'm so worried about him.
Oh, me too. He was a nice boy.
Was? What will they do to him?
Oh, I don't know. Somebody's head has to roll.
Pawnee will think of something. Won't you, Pawnee? You have the cool, clear eyes of a seeker of wisdom and truth. Wally!
Oh, Rosemary, I'm so glad to see you.
Where have you been?
Oh, you know, walking, thinking.
You have a bruise on your head.
Yeah, that's nothing. I got it last night.
What did they do to you?
Oh, they threw me out of a saloon.
Well, why'd they do that?
Because I didn't buy anything.
Oh, those brutes. Why don't you go home?
No, I've got to go in there and face the music.
The chairman of the board is in there.
I'm sure he is.
What are you gonna do?
What does a man do when the world's collapsed around his ears? Nothing. I'll just go back to what I did before I came here.
What were you?
I was an exterior decorator. I can't even tell you the truth. I was a window washer.
Mr. Finch, none of that matters now. I walked out on you once and
You did?
and I'm never gonna do it again.
Rosemary, it's no life for a woman being married to a window washer. I'm up there all day, never knowing if I'll make it down safely.
Now, listen to me, Mr. Finch.
Finch! You're wanted in JB's office.
Well, I thought maybe I'd wash up first.
No, Finch, they want you now.
Can I at least say goodbye to Rosemary?
Go ahead.
Rosemary? Goodbye.
Come along!
Wait, but I'm sorry, Rosemary. I wish none of this had ever happened.
Honey!
Stop. Listen to me, Finch. Why the hell should you go in there and face those monsters? All right? Listen to me. Go ahead. Run away. Escape. I will pretend I never saw you. Think of it for old lang syne.
I think you'd be happy to see me dead.
If I could only be sure.
All of our key men are here, JB. Gentlemen, you know Mr. Wally Wamper, chairman of the board?
Now, Wally, before we go any further, I realize that I'm the president of this company, the man who's responsible for everything that goes on here. So I'd like to state right now that anything that happened was not my fault. There's one bright side to this whole thing, Wally. You'll be happy to know we've got somebody to pin it on. Have you found Finch yet?
They're bringing him in now, sir.
Good. Wally, you'll soon see where the responsibility for this whole thing lies. When he gets here, I'll do all the talking. This is a very slick youngster, Wally.
He's here, sir.
Mr. Bigley, I just
Never
like to-
mind. I'll do the talking. By the way, you've never met Mr. Wamper. This is the chairman of the board.
How do you do, Mr. Wamper? Mr. Wamper, if I could just say...
No speeches, Finch. It's all settled. I want you to sign a simple little letter of resignation in which you accept all the blame for what has happened.
Okay. I'll do it.
What was that?
I'll do what you said.
You sure this isn't one of your tricks?
No, I'm putting that life behind me and going back to what I did before I came here.
What did you do, Finch?
I was a window washer.
No kidding. I started as a window washer myself.
You did?
What the hell did you think I was? A rail splitter? College man. So you were a window washer?
Yes, Mr. Wamper.
Call me Wally.
Okay, Wally.
Tell me, Finch.
Please, call me Ponty.
Okay, Ponty. Boy, it's been a long time since I had someone around here I could really talk to. How'd you happen to go into this business?
Well, sir, I had a book.
Yeah? Me too.
It was a book on how to succeed in business.
My book was more useful. I booked bets for all the other window washers. I cleaned up a bundle. Should have stood in that business. 8 buildings wrecked. Our stock is down 5 points. We're the laughing stock of the industry.
I know, Wally. It's ghastly.
Ponty, how did this all happen? I could see a college man pulling a boner like this, but no window washer. Now this idea of yours.
Now hold it, Wally. If there's one thing that I won't do, it's take credit for another man's idea. Especially when that man is the boss's nephew.
You never told me you hired your nephew?
A nephew? Oh, nephew. You see, he's not really my nephew. He's my wife's nephew. This may seem like nepotism, Wally, but it's not. I've never shown him any favoritism. In fact, I hate him.
But you love his ideas.
No. When he first told me the idea, I thought it was a lousy idea. Then, when Finch brought it up to me, I still said it was a lousy idea. And I told Finch it was a lousy idea.
Why'd you buy it?
Seemed like a good idea.
Treasure hunts? Treasure girls?
Well, dressed it all up. He can't deny that the idea for the treasure girl was his.
Yes, the treasure girl was my idea.
And not a bad one. But who the hell picked that bubblehead tomato? Uh-huh.
Wally, I don't want you to get any wrong ideas. This is a very nice girl. You ought to talk to her.
I intend to. Well, I think I've got the whole picture. Now the question is what to do and who to do it to.
Now, wait a minute, Wally. Before you make any hasty decisions, I'd like to say a few words.
About what?
Humanity. You see, we're all a part of the cold corporate setup, but underneath our flesh and our blood, we're all brothers.
Some of us are uncles.
Hey. Now you may join the Elks, my friend, and I may join the Shriners, and other men may carry cards as members of the Diners. Still others wear a golden key or small Greek letter pin. But I have learned there's one great club that all of us are in. There is a brotherhood of men, a benevolent brotherhood of men, a noble tie that binds all human hearts and minds into one brotherhood of men. Your lifelong membership is free. Keep forgiving each brother all you can. Oh, aren't you proud to be in that fraternity, the great big brotherhood of men? Now, Wally, I want you to think about that before you consider firing Mr. Bigley.
Who's considering that?
You see, Wally, I know what's on your mind. You want to clear out the whole place from top to bottom. See, that's the obvious move. But stop and think. One man may seem incompetent, another not make sense, while others look like quite a waste of company expense. They need a brother's leadership, so please don't do them in. Remember, mediocrity is not a mortal sin. We're in the
brotherhood of men, dedicated to giving all we can. Oh, aren't you proud to be in that fraternity, the great big brotherhood of men?
No kidding. Is there really a brotherhood
you're a brother.
of men?
You are a brother.
The level of brotherhood of men.
Oh yes, a noble tie that binds all human hearts and minds
into one brotherhood of men.
Oh yes, your lifelong membership is free. Keep forgiving each brother all you can. Oh, aren't you proud to be in that fraternity, the great big brotherhood of men?
Oh, that noble feeling feels like bells are pealing down with double feeling. Oh, brother, you got me, I got you.
Oh, that noble feeling feels like bells are pealing down with double dealing. Oh, brother, you got me, I got you.
dancing. Okay. Breathe, bud. Just call your mother. Everything's gonna be just fine. He'll be gone. Give me a break. We were always the best of friends, Max. Remember the fun, the dates, Ernest? You I never liked. Whoa, okay, stop, wait, listen. I can make it worth your while. No, I can't. It doesn't pay to be decent. You know what? I'm not going to go. Wait, no, stop, please. I'm just a boy. I'll get sick. No! I want my mommy!
I haven't heard a thing. Oh, Mr. Jenkins, have you heard anything yet?
No, not a thing yet.
Looks like a big shakeup.
To make. As you know, there have been a few changes made to Worldwide Wickets. I'm speaking to you now in my new capacity as Vice President in charge of psychological adjustment and employee morale. Mr. Tackbear here will be in charge of personnel. Now, let's give it up for our president, our hard-working, hard-driving, J.B. Bigley.
I can truly state that the Worldwide Wickets is now stronger than ever, and I feel a lot of the credit should go to a certain bright and very loyal young man. Come on out here, Finch. As you all know, this youngster's rise has been spectacularly rapid. As a matter of fact, for a while, I began to think he was after my job. But luckily for me, he didn't want it.
Oh no, JB, your job is much too tough for me. However, if there is a man that deserves thanks, it's a great man and a great humanitarian. Ladies and gentlemen, Chairman of the board, Mr. Wally Whomper. Here. Incidentally, folks, Mr. Whomper's here with his charming wife today. Of course, he's still a newlywed, so he doesn't want to make any speeches, but we do have a surprise for you. After many long years of service and dedication to this company, Mr. Whomper has decided to retire from his role of chairman of the board and take his wife on a worldwide honeymoon trip.
Oh, sweetheart, you didn't tell me.
I didn't know. Well, what the hell? It's not a bad idea at that. I'll concentrate on you.
Wally, who's going to be the new chairman of the board, as if I didn't know?
Oh, well, I don't know if I can accept. I'll have to talk to Mrs. Finch.
Rosemary, your husband is calling.
Rosemary, they want to make me chairman of the board. What do you think?
I don't care if you're the president of the United States. I love you.
Say that again.
I love you.
No, before that.
Miss Jones, take a wire to the White House. Watch out!
We play it the company way. Executive policy is by us okay. For the departed we shed a mournful tear. Whoever the company fires, we will still be here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cast and crew of Donovan Catholic's How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying. At this time, I would like you to bring out your lottery tickets, please. The winner will be getting $615. Mr. Finch. Finch. He can't. Rosemary.
Six, 678. Pink ticket. 6.
Congratulations. Congratulations. We thank you all for supporting us here at Donovan Catholic High School with the performing arts. We are sad to see our seniors go, but we know that they are off to bigger and better things, and our juniors and our sophomores and our freshmen will be here again giving you a lot of entertainment next fall when Donovan Catholic will be changing its gears a little bit and will be presenting a drama in the fall. We'll be proudly presenting Thornton Wilder's Our Town in the fall. And however, the good news is that we will be, of course, having a musical in the spring, and our orchestra will be here. We'll have our drummer, our flautist, our piano player, our trombone player. We'll probably need about another 75 of those because we'll be doing the Music Man next spring. Thank you for supporting us here at Donovan Catholic High School. Enjoy the rest of your day. I think there's some people up here that want to come and say hello to you.
Not so fast, Mr. Heitman. We're not going anywhere. First, we would like to thank all of you for coming and supporting us to see our show. And while we would like to thank every single one of you individually, we have a few people here that we would like to thank. But first, we'd also like to thank our principal and vice principal, Mrs. Kelly and Mr. Mazzetta, for allowing us to put this on together. We would like to thank Mrs. de Blasio, our religious coordinator, for helping us with all that stuff. And we'd also like to thank all the moms and darts, the dads who help with the set. And we'd also like to thank all of our parents who have always supported us and taken care of us and, of course, driven us to practices for all of these years. So, first up.
All right, so I would like to say thank you to Mrs. Fittlemont and Mrs. Panuto. Every show, you make sure each and every one of us is dressed to the nines. You put together each accessory, shoe, and outfit that goes onto this stage. We are so thankful for everything you do. Thank you so much.
So this next one is to our very own Miss Sadianga Bay, or as we know her, Miss Kara. Although we've only known you for less than a year, your impact here at Donovan has been immense. You came in swinging for Oliver and even harder for How to Succeed. Your insane talent and ability to make anyone sound good
is amazing and shines through in every song, and we could not be more grateful. Thank you for being not only an amazing teacher, but also friend. You make everyone welcome in 411 and have solidified yourself as a genuine member of our Donovan Catholic Theater family. This might be our seniors' last show with you, but never, ever forget the way you touched our hearts. We love you, Miss Kara. Never forget us.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I just want to say I love you guys.
Who's next? Any takers?
Mrs. Cagnano, you put your hard work and dedication into helping make this show possible. You spent time helping us make our costumes, teaching me how to knit, and you knitted me this nice hat. We wouldn't have been able to done without you. Thank you very much. Who's next?
Yeah, there's like 6 people after me. Mrs. Crescens, I don't know if you hear it now partially because I can't see, but you have been a tireless facet of our Donovan Catholic community by helping us to get costume, making sure we look good on stage, making sure everything fits, and having plenty of pins in case it doesn't. Thank you so much for your tireless work and your help to make sure that we look as best as possible so we can do as best as we possibly can. Thank you. I can't see.
Mr. Osenko, would you mind standing up for me, please? Thank you. So, thanks to your amazing art skills, you provide such great visuals for this show, and you're an amazing photographer, and I can't wait to see what these photos look like, and I just want to say thank you so much, and we're all so grateful to have you. So, Mr. Osenko, come on up. I don't know who's next, so here you go.
Miss Bennett, we're so thankful for you coming, choreography, and making us look amazing on stage. We are so thankful for you and teaching us new dance skills that we haven't learned before. Miss Roach! Thank you for all you do with darts and setting up all the family dinners and helping with our after party tonight. Just thank you for everything you do. We love you.
Okay, next we would like to thank Miss Maria. Don't make me cry. This is not my first time working with Miss Maria this year. Miss Maria and I were actually on stage together. And I told you it'll make me cry. In my first performance as Tiny Tim in 2nd grade. So I just want to say thank you for everything you've done for us this year and all of the other years that I've known you in my life. And we're so thankful that you were here with us this year. And we love you so much.
All right, this next one is for Mr. Frazee. Mr. Frazee, please raise your hand. As another gift to Mr. Frazee, I'm going to keep this speech really short. Thank you for our sets. Thank you for all you do, and you rock.
All right, the next person I'd like to recognize is my mom, Mrs. DaCosta. On behalf of the entire cast and crew of How to Succeed in Business, I would like to thank you for all the work you do behind the scenes, from the playbill to selling tickets. This show cannot be successful without you. Thanks, Mom.
And last but not least, Mr. Heitman. It's hard to believe that today was my last time performing on the stage behind me. From starting my first show here as a dancer in Mame, to being Andy in 42nd Street, to saying Yeehaw in Oklahoma, to now ending with this crazy show, How to Succeed, Mr. Heitman has always been the person who has made this all possible. You have constantly shown our Donovan Theater family nothing but dedication and support through each performance. Each and every time I enter those doors, you never fail to make me smile or simply brighten my day. With each practice, you are patient, which I'm not really sure how, but you always are. Through each rehearsal, tech week, and show, I realized how I love every moment being up on that stage. As soon as the orchestra starts playing and that curtain opens, I truly appreciate all the hard work you put into the shows for us. To me, theater is no longer just an art of entertainment, but I've seen how it can bring people together in a unique way. Because of you, I've seen this all happen. As I say goodbye to my theater family and sign my name on that back wall behind the stage, I will never forget all the amazing times and memories I've shared with some of the most amazing people. As I go off onto the next adventure in my life, I'll be taking all the lessons you have taught with me, but most importantly, I'll always remember I'll have this amazing theater family that I can call home forever and always.
I will.
And with that, thank you all for coming, and I hope you're here in the fall to see the next show.